Christmas Eve, 1944. Inside a shattered farmhouse on the edge of Bastogne, a 19-year-old private is trying to keep his rifle bolt from freezing shut. He hasn't had a full meal in 2 days, and the medic down the line ran out of morphine yesterday. Somewhere past the tree line, German engines are idling, waiting for daylight. He has no idea that outside this frozen perimeter, an entire German army is falling behind schedule because of guys exactly like him. By December of '44, Germany was getting squeezed from both sides, the Soviets pushing in from the east, the Allies closing in from the west. Most of Hitler's own generals figured the war was already lost. Hitler didn't buy that. His plan was to punch through a thin stretch of the Allied line in the Ardennes forest, split the American and British armies apart, grab the port of Antwerp, and force a peace deal before the Soviets finished the job. It needed surprise, bad weather, and speed. And for the first few days, he got all three. German forces hit before dawn on December 16th along an 80-mile front, using searchlights bounced off the clouds to light the way for their infantry. American units in that sector, considered a quiet area for resting exhausted troops, got overrun or scattered within hours. Right in the middle of that collapsing front sat Bastogne, a small Belgian town of about 4,000 people. Its size didn't matter. Its roads did. 7 major routes converged there, and without them, German tanks and trucks were stuck fighting through forest and hills in the dead of winter. Whoever held those roads controlled the pace of the whole southern half of the German advance. The 101st Airborne, the Screaming Eagles, weren't even supposed to be there. They were resting up in France after brutal fighting in the Netherlands. Some guys still missing gear, some without winter coats at all. The orders came anyway. Get in the trucks, drive through the night, beat the Germans to Bastogne. By December 20th, the town was completely surrounded. No supply roads, no reinforcements, no way out for the wounded. Guys were digging foxholes into ground so frozen they could barely carve out enough space to crouch. On December 22nd, the Germans sent officers forward under a white flag with an ultimatum: surrender in 2 hours or face total annihilation. When it reached General McAuliffe, he let out a short laugh and said one word: nuts. His staff asked what to send back officially, and someone suggested just writing down exactly that. So the reply that went back through the lines read, "To the German commander, nuts." The Germans didn't even understand the slang at first, had to ask if that meant yes or no. The American major delivering it basically told them it meant, go to hell. The shelling started back up within hours. For the next few days, the Germans hit the perimeter over and over, testing every weak spot. Noville to the northeast, Marvy to the south, sometimes fighting building to building. Then on December 23rd, the weather finally cleared, and Allied planes that had been grounded for a week took off and started dropping supplies by parachute straight into the perimeter. On December 26th, tanks from Patton's 3rd Army broke through and linked up with the town. But veterans always push back on calling it a rescue. The line never actually broke from the inside. Every position held. The 101st lost around 2,000 men defending that town. Killed, wounded, and a huge number lost to frostbite alone. But the cost to the Germans was worse in the long run. Every day Bastogne held, German fuel and time bled away outside a town they couldn't take, and an offensive built entirely on speed never got that speed back. The tanks that broke through on December 26th didn't save Bastogne. They just showed up after the men inside had already won.